Okay, let's go ahead and test out the 6800 XT, and currently we are at 4K on the absolute maximum settings. I just tested this out on my RTX 3080 12GB, which performs very similarly to a 3080 Ti on the 12GB version. And in this particular scene, I was having issues holding 60 FPS. And when I first loaded this up, I was also having issues holding 60 FPS on the 6800 XT. And then I checked, did they release a new driver today? They absolutely did. And you know what? It is massively improving my frame rate here. Again, I was not able to hold 60 FPS in this scene until I updated my driver. So please get I think it's the 22.2.3 driver update that just came out. If you're on an AMD card, it's helping a lot. Now, I don't think there was a new GeForce driver today for NVIDIA, so I'm curious if we'll get better performance on a driver update, because like I said, I was in the mid 50 FPS range here until I updated my driver. Now, I don't think this is completely solving all of the stutter issues, although it certainly actually currently feels to be stuttering a bit less than it was, again, before that update. Now, a few other notes about this game. Again, there's a little bit of a stutter there. It was pretty minor, not bad. A few of the other things about this game, though, is that the frame rate is locked to 60 FPS. It wasn't just me choosing to do that. The game developers chose to lock it to 60 FPS. It's unclear if like going past 60 FPS would maybe cause actual gameplay issues, some problems with their engine perhaps. I don't know, but it's likely that we'll see a community-made mod that will uncap frame rates, but the game itself has capped frame rates. Anyway, all I can say is that this is currently beating the 3080 performance in this game as soon as I installed the graphics update, and it feels quite good and quite stable with a few little stutters here and there. I'm going to intentionally run back to this tree sentinel because this tree sentinel was causing a lot of stutters on the NVIDIA cards that I was testing. Now, I'll probably lose this battle. Okay, there was a bit of a stutter there, but not too bad. This actually feels significantly more stable during this combat than either of my NVIDIA GPUs. And again, it was after installing the latest driver. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just say that I don't think we really need to test out lower resolutions if we're already maxing the game out at 4K. I also don't think we really need to test out lower graphics settings, although I am curious if the stutters persist even at lower graphics settings. But once again, actually with this driver update, it really feels, I was gonna say, there's a huge stutter. So right here, this seems to be the worst stutters that I've seen so far in the game. It's standing in this location with this tree sentinel nearby. Something about this seems to trigger massive stutters. Another thing I've seen comments about on some of my other videos on this game is people suggesting that it's the anti-cheat causing the stutters and that the cracked version of the game performs much more stably. I have not tested out the cracked version of the game, nor do I recommend piracy, but I will bring that information to your attention. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and try out 1440p, again at maximum settings because the game's capped at 60 FPS, so what's the point in turning down the settings if we're hitting 60? But I do want to check if we still hit these stutters even at this easy graphics resolution for this card. Yeah, we're still hitting a huge stutter right there. So while the driver update helped, it certainly didn't completely eliminate the stutters. Wow, and getting them in combat here, that is terrible. Look at those frame rate spikes. Like, that could definitely lose me that battle. In fact, I'm gonna blame my death on the stuttering issues. So it doesn't seem like we solved the problem by reducing the load on the GPU. Also, my system is like a $3,000 PC. I have an R9 5950X. That is a 16-core, 32-thread processor and 32 gigabytes of fairly quick RAM. So it's definitely not a me problem. It is a this game problem. All right, guys. Well, I don't see any point in testing out reduced settings because, like I said, the performance is absolutely solid, and I'm just going to go ahead and play around a little bit more, maxed out at 4K, and just kind of enjoy myself. And you might stick around and see the performance stutters. Wow, look at that. Should probably pillage the corpse. Oh, but anyway, despite the performance issues, I am very excited that this game is out. Such a big From Software fan. But they have not been known for amazing PC ports. Anybody remember how bad the original Dark Souls 1 PC port was? That was very impressively janky. So, I suppose it could be worse. Light ahead. Are they trying to get me to... How much fall damage do we get here? None, I guess that. Get myself a Trina's lily. Ooh, what's this in the water? Do I got some enemies? Why am I crouching? I've been playing God of War, and the controls are definitely not the same. So we definitely see little spikes here, so some kind of minor frame rate stutters. Okay, looks like here maybe with all these reflections we're not able to hold a 60 in this particular scene. I didn't test this area on my 3080, so I'm not sure how that would compare. What are these things? Oh, and there's some kind of bug. Okay, that bug is very fast. How do I kill the bug if it's so fast? I don't have a bow and arrow. Well, currently it's not actually attacking me. Do I care about the bugs, guys? Do I just ignore the bugs? The bug is bugging me. There we go. Go away. Die, monster. Mushroom. Agreed. You know, graphics-wise, this definitely looks better than previous From Software titles, and it certainly looks good. Although I think there definitely are next-gen type games, like look at some Horizon Forbidden West screenshots, and like there's certainly better looking games out there, although we don't have a PC version of that to test the performance on. I have a feeling I would not be getting a solid 60 at 4K max on that one. But you never know. The draw distance here looks quite good. There's a lot of grass on screen, which in these big open world games can certainly be a drain on performance. Just got a skull hanging out here. How you doing, man? It looks like you're having a worse day than me. That's a big skull. Why is that skull so big? Oh, we can kick it. Skull physics confirmed in this game. Play some soccer. Can I parry? The basic enemies don't seem very challenging, although that big tree sentinel over there was certainly something. I'm sure there will be harder sections of the game. What is this? Is this some kind of squirrel? I'm gonna chase the squirrel. Apparently I can't chase the squirrel. Maybe we'll chase the boar. Ow, there's an enemy! Help! Help! I was just mocking them not being difficult. I was chasing a squirrel. Let me chase my squirrel, man. Gotta let me chase my squirrel. Okay, guys, this video's probably gone on long enough. I'll be testing out some other graphics cards as well. I'll probably do my 6600 next. But wait, how's our performance with lots more enemies on screen? Certainly seems pretty decent. Okay, I'm actually ending the video now. After I kill this guy. Okay, actually ending the video now. Have an excellent day.